Hello, my name is Kate Rose Strobel. This is my PATH CTRI certification video. This is our horse Cleo that we'll be using for our lesson and our rider Jayla. So before we get started, I'm going to walk through and do a tack check. What we're looking for in a tack check is the position of our saddle, that it's not too far forward or too far back, that our girth is in the correct place, and our girth is a good tightness, not too loose, but not too tight. We're going to go ahead and take down our stirrup. We're going to lift up our saddle, make sure nothing is twisted that could possibly hurt the horse or make them just uncomfortable during the ride. Make sure our leather is in good condition, nothing's teared or stitching is broken. Make sure everything looks good over here. We're going to go to the bridle. We're going to make sure our throat latch is nice and loose. Our bridle is fitted well. Good. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take down our stirrup. Make sure our stirrup looks good. Everything underneath looks good. Our girth is in the right position. Good. Everything looks good over here. Our rider is in the proper riding attire with boots. Can you shake your helmet for me? Good. Our helmet is fitted. What would you like to work on today?
Bend and downward transition.
Awesome. So we'll work on that. And yeah, I think we're good. You can go ahead and walk to your mounting block. I want to point out that all our gates, we have 3 gates. All of them are locked and shut properly. All right. You can go up ahead and put your reins around her neck. So I'm going to demonstrate how we get on our horse. We're going to climb onto our mounting block. We're going to hold both of our reins in our left hand at the head of our saddle. We hold our reins in case our horse decides to walk off. We have control over them. We're going to put our left foot in our stirrup and gently swing our right leg over to mount our horse. And before we get on, we want to make sure Cleo is nice and square, which she's actually fairly square right now. I think we're good. So you can go ahead and climb up to your stool. Yep, gather both reins in your left hand, put your left leg in the stirrup, and swing your right leg over. Very nice. All right, how do your stirrups feel?
Good.
Go ahead and gather up your reins. Your stirrups look even. We want to do one more tack check. We want to make sure our girth is still good, that it didn't get any looser. Make sure our saddle's in the right position. Our rider's stirrups are even. Our bridle is good. Our reins aren't twisted or anything's teared or anything. Make sure everything is in the right position. Do the same on the other side. Everything looks good over here. Our girth is good. All right, go ahead and walk her forward for me. We will go ahead and walk into our arena. Thank you. So we always start our rides out with a warm-up. Just like humans, we need to warm up our horses before they exercise. We don't jump into a workout immediately. Like with an intense workout, we always build up to our goal. So with our warm-up, we're going to walk a lap around. You can let her have some rein, let her stretch her head down, let her soften her poll a little bit, stretch her back out. We want to make sure she's walking with a purpose, taking big steps and engaging her hind quarters. We want to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, that we're in the best position for our horse, that we're not leaning to the left or to the right, and we're looking in between their ears. We do all of this to just set up our horse to have a good ride and be comfortable. And we want to make sure we're sitting straight so our horse isn't off balance and could possibly stumble. All right, when we walk, we want to really swing our hips to make her engage those hind quarters. That's a nice big walk right there. That looks beautiful. Make sure our thumbs are pointing up towards the sky. And we're looking up and we're not looking down at the ground. Good. Take advantage of our corners. We want to wrap her around our inside leg. You should see the beginning of her eyelid. That's how you know if you have the correct bend or not. Keep our heels pushed down. Good, that's much better. When we stretch our heels down, that automatically puts our calf on our horse. to better frame them in. At B, go ahead and go on a diagonal. So when we go on our diagonal, we're going to, about towards the center line, we're going to switch our bend towards the right now. I like that she's dropping her head. She's nice and relaxed. That's good. Make sure you're also relaxed too. We don't want to be stiff on our horse. We want to be nice and relaxed and swinging our hips. And so you're leaning a little bit towards the right. Let's shift our weight a little bit to the left. Better. All right, even in our walk on the right lead, we're pushing her forward. We're inviting her to put her head down if she wants to. And to invite her to put her head down, we just give her a little bit of rein and we can play on it a little bit. Horses give to pressure, so when there's pressure on their bit, she's going to move into it. And when she moves into it, then you're going to release the pressure, and that's her reward. And then eventually she'll learn to keep her head there. In our corner at F, we're going to have an inside bend. And at A, we're going to go ahead and pick up our trot. For our trot, we're going to half halt, which is holding and releasing the rein while keeping our calf on. Our half halt is designed to tell our horse what's about to happen, to make sure she's nice and balanced and aligned before we pick up a faster gait. Go ahead and post your trot for me. We post our trot for our warm-up because it's just a little easier on our horse's back, because there might be a little sore, a little stiff from standing in the stall. So we just want to set them up for the best ride they can have and let them be nice and comfortable. So even in our trot, we're going to push her forward, keep our calf on, ride deep into your corner, inside bend with your inside leg and your inside rein. Go ahead and come out on your diagonal at K. Inside bend. You should see the beginning of our eyelid. Now make sure when we turn, we don't turn our head and then start leaning. Make sure we're looking straight between our horse's ears. Go ahead and change your diagonal. So when we change our diagonal, we sit for 2 strides and then we stand back up again and we rise and fall with the outside leg. Changing our diagonal just helps our horse balance and helps us balance. Good. Go ahead and ride a 20-meter circle at E. For our 20-meter circle, we're going to have the inside bend the entire circle. Going to play on our inside rein and hold with our outside rein. Give and take. We don't want to hold because then the horse might get a little annoyed and won't move to pressure as easily. So we want to hold and release and hold and release. That is a beautiful connection, but when she goes down to the connection, make sure she doesn't fall forward. And then you will fall forward. So make sure we're sitting nice and tall. Go ahead and go out on another diagonal for me. Halfway through the diagonal, I want you to start sitting your trot now that our horse is nice and warmed up. Towards the center line, switch her bend towards the right. Beautiful. Keep pushing her forward. I love that she's giving you the collection. Watch your inside bend. Bend her around your inside leg. Pretend like your inside leg is a pole and you want to bend around it. Keep pushing her forward and swing your hips. Detach your hips from the rest of your body. Keep your upper body nice and still, but swing your hips. And then keep your lower body nice and still so your legs don't need to move, just your hip. Go ahead and ride another 20-meter circle at A. Now our bend is going to be towards the right, and she's going to be bending around our right leg. But we don't want to take our left leg off. We still want to keep our outside leg on so she doesn't drift out. Good. And at F, you can start posting again. Watch your diagonal. You can look down at her outside leg if you need to, but we're not going to lean down. Beautiful. Go ahead and go down your straight line. At C, you're going to ride 2 half 20-meter circles with a change of bend on the center line. And you're also going to change your diagonal on the center line because we're changing directions. So inside bend, right leg is on, left leg is supporting, and left rein is also supporting. And now our left rein is going to be playing, tipping her nose to the left. When we go to B, we're going to ask her for her canter. For her canter, we're going to half halt, tell her something's going to happen. We're going to slide our inside leg slightly back, not too far back though. We're going to push her forward with our hips. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pick up your canter. Good. Keep pushing her forward. Beautiful. Go all the way down the line. Make sure we're sitting up straight and we're not leaning. And swing your hips. At F, you're going to half halt and break down to your trot and put your weight in your saddle. Beautiful. We have to sink into our saddle to tell our horse that we're going to do something. And at M, you can pick up your walk. Again, we're going to half halt, tell her something's about to happen, tell her we're going to a lower gait. Good. Go ahead and walk on your diagonal. You can give her a little bit of a long rein. Let her chill out for a second. But even when we're relaxing, we're still walking with a purpose. Good. We always want to be in a forward motion. Go ahead and ride nice and deep into your corner. Beautiful. Watch her bend. Make sure she's bent towards the inside. So put your right leg on. Support with your left leg. Good. When you get to K, you can pick up your trot. Go ahead and half halt. Tell her something's happening so we don't scare her into it. Hold and release and keep your leg on. Frame her in between your leg. Good. Beautiful. When we go all the way around and about at H, you can pick up your right lead canter. For this canter, we're going to half halt and slide our right leg back slightly. Don't want to slide it too far back. Just enough to let her know that we want the canter. That was a beautiful transition. Good job. Sit nice and tall, our thumbs facing the ceiling. Good. All right, we lost our bend a little bit in that corner. Really play on your inside rein. Good. You can pick the trot. That's good. And for our downward transition, we're going to sink into our saddle. Put all your weight into your saddle. Keep the heels down. Good. And at B, you can ask her for the walk. Oh, that's okay. You can walk now. Awesome. All right. Are we ready for our pattern, do you think? Okay, so you can make a half circle and you can come to M and stop at M. So now that our horse is all nice and warm up, we can begin our pattern. Our pattern is basically just the combination of most of the elements we've already been doing. We just put them together. Go ahead and make a nice square halt at M. A square halt is when all four of her feet are aligned. You're sitting up nice and tall. Good. All right, take a breather for a second. So our first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk along the line. You're going to ride deep into your corner. And then about in between H and B, you're going to pick up your trot, okay? So you can go ahead and walk on. So we're going to walk with a purpose. Go ahead and shorten up your reins a little bit. Between H and B, whenever you're ready, you can ask her for your trot. We're going to half halt before our transition. Hold and release. Get her rebalanced, recentered. That was a beautiful transition and a nice trot. All right, go ahead and post your trot, please. And then you're going to go onto your diagonal at K. Bend towards your inside. Keep a nice, even rhythm of your horse. We don't want too fast, but we also don't want too slow. We want nice, big steps. Good job changing your post and sitting for 2 beats. That was good. Bend into your corner. We're going to come out onto another diagonal at M. Watch her bend. Make sure she doesn't lose that nice, big trot in the corners, because sometimes they can get a little imbalanced in the corners, but we want to push them through it. Good. Actually, go ahead and sit the trot. Good. Between A and F, we're going to pick up our working canter. We're going to have a nice big canter. We don't want to be running, but we want her hind end to be engaged. Slide your inside leg back. That was a beautiful transition. And about between M and C, go ahead and half halt down to your trot. Good. And we're going to do 2 half circles with a change of bend on the center line. So you're going to have the bend to the right now, about to here. That's when you change your bend. Go ahead and post your trot. And between A and F, you're going to pick up your canter again. Half halt, prepare her. Beautiful. And between H and C, you're going to go down to a trot once more. Half halt, sink your weight into your saddle. Good. Ride your 20-meter circle at C. Go ahead and sit the trot. You're leaning a little bit to the left. Make sure we sit nice and center. Good. Beautiful round circle. That was great. About at M, between M and E, you're going to half halt her down to a walk. Keep swinging your hips. Keep engaging that hind quarter throughout our transition and walk with the purpose. Good. All right, you're going to cut in at B and come towards me. And go ahead and stop a couple strides before me. Good. All right, now we're going to back up 3 to 4 steps. When we back up, we're going to shorten our reins a tad. We're going to hold our leg on our horse, and we're going to play on the reins a little bit. But keep our leg on our horse, telling her we want to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Go ahead and walk 4 more steps forward. We want to end in a forward motion. And whoa. Good job. All right, for our dismount, we're going to make sure our horse is nice and square. So go ahead and back her up 1 more step. Just so she's nice and balanced. Beautiful. Go ahead and kick both your legs out of your stirrups. Hold both reins in your left hand. Rest your left hand on the head of your saddle. Go ahead and take your right leg, swing it behind you. Beautiful. You can take your reins off her head. And we're going to go loosen your girth 1 hole for me, please. And then you can go ahead and do up your stirrups too. Good job not letting go of the reins. That was nice. Awesome job. How did that feel?
Good.
Good. Thank you.